Hello everybody and welcome back to a new game. And welcome back. It's been like 2 months since I've uploaded a video. I'm back and I apologize. If anyone who used to watch me is still here, I do apologize. There's been a lot going on in my life and I just have not. This recording has been the last priority. But yeah, I'm back with a new game. I'm gonna be honest, I stopped playing Brawl Stars. That game just started feeling like a chore. I wasn't having fun. So, I might go back and play it in the future, but for now, I'm kind of just over it. And I didn't have enough time to play it as I would like because I work so much during my normal life. I have 2 jobs. I'm working pretty much all day, every day, aside from weekends, and I just don't feel like using my free time on Brawl Stars was the healthiest thing to do. So 2 games that I used to play consistently every day for years, I've officially cut off. Sad, bittersweet. I have them still downloaded so I can go back and play them, but it is what it is, right? Sometimes you have to make tough decisions. But what game is this? This is the Tower Idle Defense. I'm sure a lot of people have seen ads for it. They kind of popped up for me a year and a half ago, and I did start playing it a year and a half ago, and then kind of stopped, and then I didn't link my account to the cloud, so I lost my progress, and I've been playing it since, I've been playing since March of this year. Pretty consistently, basically every day, 24/7. Thankfully, I have multiple devices that I can run it on. And yeah, I've just been grinding this game in the background of my life for the past, 6 months, basically. Let's see, March is the 3rd month, and we're in August, which is the 8th month, so 5 to 6 months. I'm just gonna do like I'm gonna have my most recent tournament run playing beside. We'll look at the results of that. I've already done it, and we are going to kind of tour what is going on in my tower. So right now, I don't know what to show first. I will be honest, I've kind of wailed in this game. I don't plan on spending much more money aside from these event passes. I do like buying these, but I have bought some stone packs. And I don't plan on buying many more for the time being, but maybe here and there when I want a little dopamine hit, I will. And I will admit I bought some recently, so my account's gotten a pretty massive boost, so I will take you through that. So let's take a look at stats. So we already talked. I started the game in March 17th of 2025 this year. My lifetime coins earned is 18.13 trillion. Stones earned, you can see 16,000. I've wailed quite a bit. 16,000 in 5 months, I'm pretty sure is not possible unless you spend money. So there's no point in me even trying to hide it. If I showed you my ultimate weapons, you would know that for 5 months of playing, I spent money. So call me a whale, call me a dirty cheater, that's fine. It is what it is. I am not ashamed to admit that. I don't think anything else up there really matters. We'll take a look at my tiers. So I've completed all the way up to tier 10, getting the 4,500 relic. So my tier 1, I don't think any of these matters. Right now, I'm farming between tier 8 and tier 10. I'm trying to figure out what the best is. My highest coins per run was 1.08 trillion. I did that just today. The tier 8 one I did just last night, and the tier 9 one I did yesterday. So there hasn't really been any changes between the 3 in terms of my workshop and enhancements. So I don't know which one's better. I like doing shorter runs because I feel like if getting to 4,600 in tier 10 takes me 6 hours and I can do 4 of those a day, then I'm getting 4 trillion a day. It's not that much of a difference between tier 10 and tier 8 or 9, but I feel like I get an extra run out of it. The only major difference would be cells, and I'm not really tracking how many cells I earn, and I don't think there's a stat that keeps track of like cells earned per run like it does with the coins on the right over here. So I kind of need to go through them again. I mostly play this game AFK and idly while I'm at work, and I just reset it while I can. So I'm not really looking super deep into my stats. I know there's a bunch of trackers that you can do to find the most optimal way to play the game and which tiers are best, but I don't do that. I don't really care. I like seeing numbers go up. Right now I see 1 trillion coins in tier 10, and in my head I'm like, that's the shortest run I can do to get the most amount of coins. Let me run that. but I might go back to tier 9 or 8 if it also gets me a few more cells, because I am kind of lacking in boosting my speeds for my labs. So if I can get more cells, it's probably a worthy trade-off. Anyways, let's stop ranting about that. Let's look at my workshop. So this is what I'm sitting at here. I don't know when a good time to unlock Rend armor is, and I have 5,400 in damage. I'm in a guild with Ethan DX. He is, how do I check members? He is also a YouTuber, so I kind of just watch him. He's fairly ahead of me, but he's not that far off where I can't like try to match what he's doing. So I kind of use him as a guide to see what I should kind of focus on next. He doesn't have the Rend armor, but he does have the wall. I feel like by now, because I'm getting potentially 3 to 4 trillion coins a day, I might be in a good position to unlock the wall. And then I know you have to do a bunch of labs for it too right away to kind of buff it up. So I'm kind of on the fence about that. Sitting here at 5,300 HP, 5,300 health regen, and defense absolute is kind of useless. Currently also working on getting this max recovery in the utility upgrades, and then pumping a bunch of coins into, gotta clear my throat one sec, excuse me, pumping a bunch of levels into the enemy level skips, because I know those are very, very important. Gonna take a quick look at the enhancements before we check out our ultimate weapons. 125 for both, 1.25 for both health and health regen, 130 for damage, 125 for crit factor. I don't even know what Rend armor is, to be honest, so if someone wants to let me know what that is, zero clue. I think Poison Swamp has something to do with it later on, but I have no idea. These upgrades are way, way too expensive for me right now, so I've only gotten my cash to 120, coin bonus to 1.08, and cells to 110. Now that I'm making like 4 trillion a day, 3 to 4 trillion a day, I definitely want to bump up the cells per kill bonus, because my lab speed, my lab boosts are really lacking. I'm only doing like a couple 3x's a day and the rest 2x's, and I feel like I could be further than that. One of my major issues is like, I want to, I know I have the coin income, but I'm so impatient. Like, I want to do all these things at once, and I don't have the patience to wait, because my biggest bottleneck right now is just getting the coins to do the things I want. Like, I have the money, I have the income to be able to do these upgrades, but I need to wait to finish the runs, and I'm sure many people in this game have that problem. Anyways, let's take a look at my ultimate weapons. So I currently have 5, and I feel like these are the best 5 to start with. There's, 4 left, like Smart Missiles, Poison Swap, Chrono Field, and Inner Landmines. Don't really care about those right now. So I maxed out my spotlight quantity. That may have been a dumb decision, because it was 2,500 stones, 3,300 for the level 3 and level 4 upgrades, which is a lot. May have been a dumb thing to do, but at least it's out of the way, and I have noticed a significant increase in coins from it, so I'm happy with that. My black hole, I recently put a bunch of stones into size, and I also noticed a huge upgrade in coin income from that. My golden tower, haven't really done a whole lot with lately. It's been sitting at 40-second duration and 2-minute cooldown for a good while. The bonus I put a few clicks into recently, also helping my coins. Death wave, I've seen people leave their damage at X2, and I don't know why. I liked having mine at times 185, because when I was in platinum tourneys, it was getting my HP to max. Death wave bonus health, I have it at 925%, and with the extra damage, I was able to actually get my HP up. So I don't know if I'm misunderstanding something, and why some people leave it at times 2 damage, but I liked increasing it a little bit. And you'll notice my black hole, golden tower, and death wave are all synced at 2 minutes cooldown. And then my chain lightning is at times 664 damage. I have the quantity maxed out and a 15.5% chance, and I feel like that thing is so overpowered. It has absolutely carried me since the time I unlocked it and put stones into it. It has carried me through, I think I unlocked it when I was trying to I was at tier 6, and now that was maybe a month ago, and now I've cleared tier 10, almost cleared tier 11. in terms of 4500 waves. So I think this thing is so strong and the most useful ultimate weapon I have aside from like the golden tower for economy. It is so strong and so good. One thing I didn't do is check what my next ultimate weapon would be, unfortunately, when I had my few thousand stones that I recently dumped into my ultimate weapons. So I don't know what's next, but I also don't know if I should even think about that right now, and I feel like I should be continuing to boost up the 5 I have, because these are such a long grind. Okay, that's good for there. What else? Oh, gems. What else should we look at? These aren't really important. I already said I buy these event passes. This is what my golden bot looks like. Just working on the range. Want to max this out before I go to any other bot. Probably get the amplify bot after that. Here's my guild, Ethan DX. I'm not the leader, so I can't say if you can join or not, but I think we do have some people that are kind of AFK, so potentially in the future, watch his videos for updates on if he plans on kicking someone out for any additional spots. These are what I'm running for my guild guardian. I've only put bits into fetch. I probably could put a few more. I was following a sheet. I don't know if I should still do that, but I've just kind of left it for a month. What else do we show? So this is what, I guess my cards are all maxed out. This is what I'm using in the tournament right now. I'll go a little slower. I have all 21 card slots maxed out. I mean, for where I am in the game, I probably didn't need to do that, but I just did not want to, like, 6 months in the future, want to put a card in and then not have the slot. I know you can get more from the keys in the vault, but for ones that you can unlock with gems, there was 21 total, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna spend a month getting all the gems to unlock this, and I'm just gonna not have to worry about it in the future. I'm trying to save myself the stress. So right now I have these cards on, but I will swap out landmine for wave skip and death ray. I keep those off at the start of the tournament just so my death wave can get as many kills as possible to get as much bonus HP as possible. And I think that's the best thing to do. If I have wave skip on and death ray, it kills too many enemies, and then I lose out on a ton of bonus HP. So I swap those in later on. This, I don't really use this. To be honest, I don't use these cards for pushing. I have them here, but I kind of just like one day, once a month, will be like, let me just try and push the next tier. And I use my farming cards, but I manually pick the perks so I don't accidentally pick a perk that will kill me. So I kind of run these for farming. There is probably more optimal ways to do. I know there are so many optimal things you can do for better economy, like orb devo, and take away all your damage so you only get kills with the orbs while your golden tower is active. I don't care. I have no time during the day to micro this game. If I'm getting a good amount of coins that I feel like is a good amount of coins, I'm just going to keep doing that. If I'm getting 1 trillion coins per run and I'm happy with that, I'm going to be happy with that. So please don't tell me that I could be way more optimal in this game. I know that. It's just I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to micro it. So I just put on these cards. I know I'm going to get a lot of kills, especially if I have my chain lightning active, and I'm going to lose out on a lot of coin income. I don't really care. If I ever quit one of my jobs, which opens up 30 hours a week for me, I will start microing my evening runs. But for now, I do 3 to 4 runs a day, 1 overnight, 1 when I wake up, 1 when I get back from work, and then head to my second job. I just start a new run. Anyways, that is that for my cards. My mods, I am severely behind on. I am so behind on my mods, and it is because I went for these extra card slots, but it is also because in my mind I want to do the same thing with my lab speed as I kind of did with my card slots, and push my lab speed to max with gems, just to get it out of the way, because basically I'm running with four lab slots. So I feel like if I push these last 23 levels through gems, like I think I'm gonna let this one and maybe the next level go just as time goes on, and then probably gem 3 levels, and then it'll be at 81. And if I keep doing that, I will be done probably in 3 to 4 weeks instead of 3 more months, especially because I don't get enough cells to like 5 or 4x this consistently. Right now I have it on 3x. So if the upgrades are 18 days, if I 3x it, it's still going to take 6 days. So I feel like letting 2 upgrades go and then gemming 2 is the way to go right now, because then I open up so much more things in my lab. But yeah, so I feel like a month ago I was getting 20 billion a run, and that was like tier 5, 6,000 waves. And I was wondering why. And obviously the upgrades I did to my ultimate weapons were massive for my income, but I also was ignoring these ultimate weapon bonuses. So since I started putting a lot of resources into these and getting them up almost to level 19, my coin economy has absolutely exploded alongside the perk bonus. These 4 things have made my coin economy absolutely explode, and I did not realize how important they were. The only other thing I'm missing is the Golden Tower bonus. I have the Golden Tower duration finished, but I have 4 more levels to do on the Golden Tower bonus. I just stopped doing it at 21 because of how long the upgrades were, but I think once these 3 finish, these 3 coin bonuses finish, I might throw in the Golden Tower just to get it over with. We'll go through my lab. This is kind of the last thing we need to look at, so I don't really have a plan for what I'm going to do once the perk bonus and ultimate weapon bonuses are done. I was thinking maybe going into a little more damage, because I feel like the point I'm at, damage is a little more important than effective HP. So I was thinking about putting attack speed back on, crit factor, and just damage overall. But I also want to finish my Golden Tower bonus. I'm sure there's a lot of things in here. Like, I haven't done any of the chain lightning research, which I'm sure is very important. So please, if you have any advice for me, I would really be appreciative. Just if you could help give me a direction on where I should go in terms of the lab, because I'm not super sure. I was also thinking about putting on the Death Wave extra health and the Death Wave cell bonus now that the cell bonus research is not too expensive. I stopped doing that because it was so much of my coins. Like, I would have to do 4 runs to do 1 upgrade in it, but now I make enough coins to where it's not overly expensive. So do let me know if there's anything that you would recommend me do after these few researches are done. I think in about a week I will have 3 slots open, because I should have the level 20 for all of those done. So just scrolling through here, I haven't done anything at the bottom. I apologize if I've been going too quick, but yeah, down here these are kind of useless. You can try and pause and see where I'm at in terms of levels. I have my things favorited up here that I've been wanting to focus on the most, but maybe there's something else that I haven't favorited that you may think is more optimal. So just go through the history. It's all been the same 5 labs for the past little while. When did I put these on? Right around here, so July 22nd, so it's only really been like 3 to 4 weeks that I've been really focusing on these. And now I do realize we were talking about my mods. So my mods are very behind because I've been putting gems into the card slots and the lab speed lab. God, I haven't talked for 20 minutes straight in a long time, and I'm kind of losing my touch. So yeah, these are where they're at. They're very embarrassing. I hate it. I don't have a farming mod and a tournament mod. I just leave these on because, again, I don't care. It's too much to think about. I know I'm not playing this game as optimally as I should, and I apologize for that. But that's the beauty of this being my tower and your tower being your tower. We can have different play styles, and we can still all have fun. So yeah, I know there's so much I need to do with mods. This is, to me, is the biggest bottleneck and most confusing aspect of the game. I feel like everything is fairly straightforward, but the mods are obviously one of the most important things, but also one of the most challenging things to master. So I'm to be honest, I'm making fairly solid progress right now as is. I can feel it kind of slowing down because I'm running out of workshop upgrades. Enhancements are very expensive, and my labs are tied up in these. So once these open up, I know I can do a few more labs, but I can feel my progress slowing down a tiny bit, and I know that would be boosted a lot with mods, because I upgraded these two legendary ones 31 levels, and I could feel how massive those levels are. So I know this is what's holding me back from being like pretty solid. But I want to finish this lab speed. I want to grind out this lab speed so bad, and then open myself up to all the other really good upgrades. But who knows? Maybe my perspective will change once these 4 finish, or at least the bottom 3, because then I'll be able to work on other things. I just feel like the lab speed, like, it just boosts your game. It boosts everything in the lab. So I feel like it's such a powerful research that I would just love to get out of the way. Gosh, I am rambling. Do we have anything else to look at? Do you guys care about anything else? These are what my first perk. I have 4 bands. I could probably switch stuff out. I know some people like having way more regen than they do health. I don't know how that works. I also don't have the wall, so I don't know if that matters right now. And these are what my auto perks look like. I want to get a few more, but for now, this works. I do find that by the end of runs, I'm not maxing out my HP or damage, so I would like to get a couple more for those 2 perks, as well as like the chain lightning damage, and perhaps the health regen. Let me know if you would change this at all. I think I have, 7? Yeah, I have 7, so I definitely do need a few more gems. I have just been yapping, man. You can just talk. I didn't think I would be able to talk this long about this game. Let's try to wrap up here. Is there anything else interesting? I do have these 3 packs as well, because you know I'm in Clash of Clans you're a dirty gemmer. I don't know what you could. I'm a dirty whale in this game. I don't know if there's a slur that people use for people who spend money aside from slur in this game. Aside from whale in this game. But whatever the word is, you can call it. You can call me it. It's fine. I really will take no offense. But yeah, that's gonna be the first episode of my tower series. I probably will do 1 a week, probably the weekend tournament. I will do an update. Hopefully I can stick to that. Oh, let's take a look at the tournament. That's what I've been holding off on. So, lo and behold, I got 667 rounds. I am currently in 8th place. That's a lie. Holy, I was at 8th. Yo, what the heck? I think I'll actually be able to stay this time. Okay, I was at 8th place when I finished like 30 minutes ago, and now I'm in 21st. But I got 695 waves. Let's take a look at my history. So, 3 tournaments ago, I finished rank 1 in Plat, and then I got to champ and hit 595, 25th place, so I was just inside of the demotion. Then I hit 1356, rank 3 in the last Plat tournament, and here I am. So I think I will actually be staying in champs, which is, that's pretty huge, because I need as many stones as I can get, so I would like to keep climbing through champs. I know Ethan DX in my guild, he got to, I think he's sticking in Legends finally. Or maybe not. He might be going down. But I know he's finally hitting Legends. So I'm juggling champs. He's juggling Legends. Our whole guild is doing fantastically. It is very fun. We're in a Discord. I really like talking to everyone. It's a good time. But aside from that, I don't think I have anything else to talk about. We've talked about that. These are just the cosmetics. Do you guys care about relics? These are all my relics. No legendary relics, because I don't even know how to get these. Oh. Okay, cool. That's out of my wheelhouse. But yeah, if you guys have any tips for me on how I can improve, I do just Blender right now, because it's the easiest idle thing to do. But let me know if you have any suggestions on what I can do to kind of improve my idle gameplay. Let me know what you thought of the video. Give me just say anything. Give me any kind of comment you want. I'm happy to listen. I will reply to you. Guaranteed. The Charles Barkley guarantee. I will reply. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.